Good evening. Welcome to the regular meeting of the St. Mary Parish School Board, December 11th, 2025, 5:30 p.m. in the Evan Medine Meeting Room. Dr. Sanders, please call roll.
Okay, Ms. Brent? Here. Dr. Wilson? Mrs. Anselm? Present. Ms. Jones? Mrs. Griffin? Here. Ms. LaSalle? Mr. Guillory? Mr. Parody? Here. Mr. Mancuso? Here. Mrs. Dennis? Here. Mrs. Black?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. If you are able to, please stand for the invocation followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Would you please bow your heads for a moment of prayer? Father God, we pause to thank and praise you for your bountiful, abundant blessings. We also thank you for giving your divine wisdom and understanding to Dr. Sanders, Ms. Black, and all other school board members as they effectively discuss each item on today's agenda. Finally, thank you in advance for continuing to keep our United States of America, our families, our schools, and everyone associated as safe as possible. Father God, we ask these blessings in your name and in the name of Jesus. Amen. With liberty and justice for all.
First up are our introduction of students and employees of the month. First school is J.S. Oquin Elementary.
Good evening. Thank you for having us this evening. My name is Chantel Toops, and I'm principal at J.S. Oquin Elementary. Our student of the month is Nicole Rodriguez. She is here with her father tonight. Nicole is a fifth grade student at J.S. Oquin, and she was one of our candidates for Student of the Year this year. Nicole is a bright student who shows leadership in many ways. Without jinxing it, she has made principal's list since she has started her school career. So we have 2 semesters left of elementary, and I have no doubt that she will do it again. Nicole is a member of band and Beta Club. She is also in our talented art and talented theater programs. Her teacher says that Nicole is a bright student who is eager to learn. She is always thinking beyond, and you can see she holds a passion for learning new things. Her teacher truly believes that she will accomplish all of her goals in life and cannot wait to see where those accomplishments take her. As I observe in her classes personally, Nicole is a true leader and assists her classmates in a way that is helpful, compassionate, and positive. I was excited to watch her in class just last week in hopes that she would pursue education as a career. She seemed like a natural interacting with her peers. However, her ambition is to be a surgeon one day. And I can tell you that I would definitely request for her to be my surgeon if the need arises. So with no further ado, I present to you Nicole Rodriguez. And next we have our employee of the month, and that is Nurse Heidi Williams. Her family had other obligations tonight, but I'm so grateful that she is here with us. Nurse Heidi, as she is referred to at school, is a special individual whose dedication to student care goes far beyond the bandages and the ice packs. If she does not hear Nurse Heidi 100 times a day, she doesn't hear it at all. Our school community is incredibly fortunate to have a nurse who combines her medical expertise with genuine compassion every single day. From managing medications and individual health plans to comforting every sick child, she handles each situation with patience, grace, and a huge heart. She always wears a smile, listens to every ache and pain with genuine concern, and provides a safe space not only for our students, but for our faculty. Nurse Heidi is more than our nurse. She is a pillar of our school, and we are forever grateful for her. So I present to you Nurse Heidi Williams.
Next up, LaGrange Elementary.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Heidi Mouton, principal at LaGrange Elementary, and I'm honored to present to you our Student and Teacher of the Month, who actually also represent as our Student and Teacher of the Year. Our Student of the Year, Miss Eastland Honeycutt Williams, is here this evening with her mother, Marissa Williams, her grandmother, Miss Gussie Williams, her grandfather, Mr. Richard Williams, and her other grandmother, Miss Felicia Honeycutt. Eastland came to LaGrange last school year and quickly stole our hearts. She is a model of excellence, and I am so proud to stand next to her today and brag on all of her amazing qualities. She is active in and outside of school and is able to do all the extracurricular things while still maintaining a 3.8 GPA. Eastland is an active member of her church, Ebenezer Missionary Baptist. There, she is a praise dance member and participates in Vacation Bible School. She plays the trombone in our school band and is a member of Beta, 4-H, and Honors Elite. On top of all that, Eastland's athletic abilities shine on the basketball court and the softball field. During the summer, Eastland participates in summer reading and at the local library, and her love for learning never stops. Eastland prioritizes academics and is a natural leader in the classroom. She's a role model for all students and has one of the most important qualities that we teach and expect at LaGrange, and that is kindness. Eastland simply brightens the room. She is a helper and a giver. She is honest, kind, and supportive. No matter what challenges she faces, Eastland is able to focus on what is right. I look forward to seeing her smile in the hallways and will miss her dearly when she heads over to Franklin Jr. I'm eager to see what great things she will accomplish. Congratulations, Eastland. Always stay positive and, most importantly, stay true to the beautiful, smart girl that you are. All right, our Teacher of the Month, also our Teacher of the Year, Miss Adrienne Miner. I want to celebrate the heart, the dedication, and the impact that Miss Miner has had on education, specifically on our special education students at LaGrange. Miss Miner has been in education for 20 years, and 18 of those have been in special ed. In a field that demands patience, creativity, and an unwavering belief in every child's potential, this lady right here goes above and beyond for her students. I really don't think there is anything she wouldn't do to see her kids succeed. Thank you, Miss McClarity. Miss Miner is hardworking. She's been successful in growing her students with the belief that every child can learn. This growth is not always measured in numbers, but in the confidence and the joy that she instills in her students. She understands what it means to meet students where they are and works continuously to achieve great things, big or small. Every win is celebrated, and she never lowers the bar. Ms. Miner works well with the regular ed teachers and the other SPED providers. It's truly a beautiful thing to witness the teamwork. Ms. Miner is a huge part of the reason great things happen at LaGrange. We congratulate her on this distinctive honor as LaGrange's Teacher of the Year. Ms. Miner, thank you for always being the biggest advocate for your students and a shining example of what it means to teach with heart.
Good evening. I'm Natasha Jackson, principal of Franklin Senior High School, and it's an honor to present our Student of the Month and Teacher of the Month. Javen Duran Banks is the son of Minister Freddie Banks and Mrs. Lolita Banks, and they're here today. Javen is currently a member of the Franklin Senior High School baseball team, and he was a member of the football team for 4 years. He is also active in several school clubs like Beta, National Honor Society, FFA, Dare Leaders, and Gifted and Talented Theater Program. Javen currently holds a 4.1 GPA for Franklin High. Javen's future plans are to attend Southern University in Baton Rouge to major in mass communications and broadcasting and minor in journalism. He has already been awarded a $20,000 honors college scholarship as part of his acceptance in the Southern University. After graduating from college, he plans to use the knowledge gained to work for a major sports network such as ESPN or Fox Sports. He also wants to own his own sports podcast or TV show that combines sports talk and Christian views about sporting events. Javen was awarded Student of the Year in 5th grade, and he is now currently our Student of the Year as a senior. He feels that this one is very special because he came along with him being chosen as Mr. Upward Bound, and he's the homecoming king for Franklin High this year. He feels this is a great way to end his senior year. Javen Banks, our Student of the Year and Student of the Month. Mr. Howard is our Teacher of the Month. Mr. Howard is a devoted band director, musician, husband, and father of 4 whose passion for music and education is evident in everything he does. If you know Mr. Howard, he is a hard worker. When you see the Hornets marching in parades, he just goes over and beyond. He assists in hosting the parish band concerts. Mr. Howard is in his 10th year of teaching. He remains dedicated to helping students build confidence, develop their skills, and grow as individuals, ensuring that every classroom moment is purposeful and inspiring. Mr. Howard's leadership, creativity, and unwavering commitment have earned the admiration of his students, colleagues, and the entire community. We are proud to honor him as Teacher of the Month and Teacher of the Year, Mr. Savoy Howard.
All right. Under appearances, recognition of St. Mary Parish School Board Christmas card artwork winners. Miss Este.
Good evening. I am proud to present to you Layla Sam, who was St. Mary Parish Christmas card winner for this school year. Layla Sam, these are some words from Miss Bobuff, who is her gifted and talented art teacher. Layla has already left a beautiful mark on the city of Patterson High School, and I can honestly say St. Mary Parish. All of the things that she has done, her passion, she shows to her peers that when you take your passion and you fiercely pursue it, it leads to incredible things. We are excited to see where her artistic journey takes her next, whether it's more commercial window painting, henna art, portraits, shoe detailing, or custom clothing design. Your creations will continue to challenge, inspire, and move the world. I want to go back to her window painting. When you around St. Mary Parish, you can look at these businesses along with many others. Pretty Fits, the Morgan City Library, Southern Chaos, Dale's Florist, Southern Root, Glow, and Pilot. She has drawn all of the artwork on those commercial windows. I know from seeing Pilot, Glow, and Dale's Florist, she does amazing work. So please join me in celebrating Layla Sam, a truly talented artist and truly talented student.
All right, we're going to do a little switcheroo. We're going to do number 3 next. Recognition of District Teachers of the Year. Miss Este.
Okay, I would like to start with Mrs. Emily Berry, if you'd come up. Mrs. Emily Berry is joined by some of her school staff, and her family is getting ready for the band concert that she will drive to quickly after this. Mrs. Berry is an English teacher, 8th grade English teacher at Morgan City Junior High. She is also the student council sponsor and a PBIS committee member. She designs construction-themed bulletin boards. She renovated and updated the Tiger Buck store, and she is known for her creativity, her positive attitude, and her willingness to help. In her community, she is an active member of Bayou Vista Baptist Church. She is the 7th and 8th grade Sunday teacher and youth worker. She is the co-teacher of Girls in Action and is a summer camp group leader for grades 1 through 6, and she handles all Vacation Bible School decorations. She is also a member of the Kiwanis Club of East St. Mary Parish. She is over the Terrific Kids and Bugs chairperson. In her personal life, she is a wife, a mom, a band mom, a soccer mom, and a dance mom for 4 children. Her impact, she inspires coworkers with positivity, always looking for opportunities to help and volunteer, and she is a major reason why the school looks amazing. And I can attest to her creativity because Mrs. Berry and I coached soccer together many years ago. and she was our snack mom and made sure our girls looked good. So we want to thank you for your dedication and your hard work. Good luck at the state level. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Emily Berry, Middle School Teacher of the Year. Y'all ready? You want me to go? Okay. All right. Our elementary teacher of the year is Mr. Williams Tate. He is joined by his sister, his father, and members of his school, community, and family. If y'all please stand and be recognized.
And my grandmother.
Oh, his grandmother, Mrs. Barbara Lancelin. Mr. Williams Tate is an educator at Foster Elementary who is dedicated to empowering students through meaningful relationships, strong instructional practices. He brings 6 years of classroom experiences, along with 2 years supporting students through special education services, where he created individual plans, guided behavior interventions, and collaborated closely with families and service providers. His background is in management and human resources, which strengthens his ability to organize, communicate, and support students with care and purpose. As one of the sponsors of the Junior Beta Club leaders, he encourages leadership, service, and pride in school community. He is also known for engaging students in quick math challenges in the halls to build confidence and fluency in all grade levels. He fully embraces the parish's motto, every student, every day. Beyond the school building, Mr. Williams Tate reaches students across the district through his tutoring program, On the Bayou Tutoring, which serves as his classroom way away from the classroom and allows him to support learning in more personal settings. He is honored to serve his students and his families of Foster Elementary. And I know Mr. Williams because his family members and his daughter had come to Centerville High School, and he's not only a positive role model for his students, but also for his family and his daughter as well. We want to thank you for your commitment to your students and the community. Okay, tonight we also have our high school teacher of the year, Mrs. Brooke Scott from Berwick High School. She is also joined with members of Berwick High School, and her husband and 4 children are at home, so they are not here to support her, but I know they do support her in spirit. She is in her 4th year of teaching as an agriculture teacher and the sponsor of FFA and 4-H. She also serves as a Title I and a leadership team while pursuing her doctorate in agriculture, extension, education, and evaluation. She's joining Berwick High School as she joined Berwick High School, she revitalized the FFA chapter, guiding teams to achieve success in state competitions in environmental and natural resources. Her commitment has fostered a sense of belonging among students, instilling confidence and leadership skills that extend beyond the classroom. Through her influence, graduates and current students have been inspired to pursue careers in agricultural education. Her passion and impact exemplify the highest standards of teaching and mentorship. We thank you for your commitment and your hard work to your students and your community. Our High School Teacher of the Year.
All right, going back to number 2, recognition of District Students of the Year, Miss Este.
Is Maximus Moffett here? Okay. I thought he was in the corner, I just didn't see him. Right here, come right here, right on the side of me. Okay, our Student of the Year for the Elementary Division is Mr. Maximus Moffett of Bayou Vista Elementary. He is joined by his mom and his father, and I see one of his sisters. Is that his sister? Okay, and other family members. Maximus serves as the 4-H president, member of the National Honor Beta Club, is responsible for raising and lowering the flag each day. He participates in many activities, service opportunities, and has received numerous awards and recognition for his school for academic excellence. Outside of school, he plays soccer and basketball and would like to learn how to play golf. He loves to read and build things with his Legos or other engineering projects. He may also find himself playing video games or playing the piano or even his trombone. As he does for his school band, he participates by playing piano and trombone. He may also find himself sharing a joy for life by making the people around him smile and laugh. He aspires to one day study science and become an astronaut or a geologist. Ladies and gentlemen, our 5th grade Student of the Year for St. Mary Parish, Maximus Moffett.
Can I just say, Mom and Dad, can I just say something that wasn't said about Maximus is he is kind when no one is looking. You have a very, very special son. I have seen him be kind to the least of students around him, and he warms my heart as a parent to watch him from the sidelines. Congratulations, Maximus.
Okay, now for our 8th grade District Student of the Year, Mr. Hank Perkle from Berwick Junior High. Hank is also joined by his parents. If y'all would stand and be recognized. Hank is a big brother to Ellie. At school, he serves as a student council president. He's a member of the Berwick Junior High Quiz Bowl team, the Beta Club, and Insight Club. He plays football, serving as the captain this year, a member of the basketball, baseball, and track teams. He has been recognized multiple times for his academic performance and his accomplishments of being a millionaire word reader. When Hank isn't at school, you can find him playing baseball, football, as well as serving as an altar server at St. Stephen's Catholic Church. In the future, Hank would like to follow a path of becoming a civil engineer. Ladies and gentlemen, our 8th grade Student of the Year, Mr. Hank Perkle. Is Lily Viator here? I didn't think so. Okay. So our 12th grade Student of the Year for St. Mary Parish is Lily Viator of Morgan City High School. Let's see if she's out there. Okay. Just to say a few things about her. She is the daughter of Jason and Marie Viator, who are both teachers, and she has one brother, Kyle. Lily is actively involved in her school as a member of Beta, Chess Club, Educator Rising, National Honor Society, Quiz Bowl, and the Tiger Ambassadors. She is also active in sports, participating as a member of the track and cross country team, as well as acting as a soccer team captain. While her school activities keep her busy, she's still very active outside of school and has participated in various service activities over the years. Lily also recently found a passion for representing and advocating for our local heritage and culture as both the New Iberia Spanish Festival Teen Queen and Miss Jingle Jams. She cites her experiences with these titles as foundations for her to find her voice. She spends time outside of her festival responsibilities, paying it forward by coaching others who want to follow in her footsteps. Lily is still a light shining. Let me start over. Lily is letting her light shine through all of what she does that shows others to work hard to achieve their dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, our 12th grade Student of the Year, Lily Viator. We're almost done. You want to say the next one or you want?
Yeah, recognition of outstanding school support employees of the year, Ms. Estee.
Okay, I'll start with our elementary school support personnel of the year, Ms. Pabe from Norman Elementary, who is joined by her husband and some of her school family. If y'all could, and her children. If y'all could stand. That's her two sons? Okay. That's her husband and her two sons in the back. Ms. Pabe is a devoted member of devoted mother of seven, I'm sorry. She has 4 daughters, and she has 3 sons. That's a lot. She has been married to her husband for 16 years and a proud grandmother to Leo and Aria. She is also a proud aunt to her niece, KK, and her nephew, Caden. She consistently demonstrates strong commitment to her school community. She actively supports PTO initiatives, participates in extracurricular activities, always willing to lend a helping hand whenever needed. Most importantly, she serves as a vital bridge between the students that are Spanish speaking with the families as well to give clear communication and fostering the trust. Her ability to connect with students, faculty, office staff, and families make her an invaluable resource who frequently is sought out for her expertise and her support. She is committed to continue in her service to the community and is currently working toward becoming a certified teacher through Reach University. When not at work, she is often seen in the stands cheering for her son and encouraging every student as if they were her own. She states that she loves every child. States she loves to be every child's cheerleader. Her trademark cheer, "Let's go, my baby," has has become a beloved expression of her warmth and her school spirit in Morgan City. From her classroom to the community and even in the stands, she exemplifies dedication, passion, school spirit, and making her a truly deserving of this recognition. And I can speak as a grandparent of three students that go to Emmy Norman. She truly cares for every student in that school. So thank you for your commitment and your dedication to all of our students in your community, Mrs. Poppy. Okay, next we have our middle school support employee of the month that is also representing the district, Mrs. Mary Pittman. She is joined by her school family and who else she have with her? Oh, and Ms. Grogan. Y'all want to stand and be recognized? Mr. Grogan, I'm sorry, Mr. Grogan. You okay? Take a deep breath. Okay, Miss Mary is responsible for maintaining the cleanliness and safety across the entire campus. The restrooms, the hallways, the gyms, the auditoriums, the offices, and the outdoor areas. And I have to say, she does a fantastic job. She ensures the proper use and storage of chemicals and hazardous materials following all of the safety protocols, which is very important when you're dealing with children. Her school contributions: she keeps the campus spotless and is welcoming every day. She creates a positive, uplifting atmosphere by greeting students and staff with a smile and often singing while working. She is known for exceptional attention to detail, strong work ethic, and reliability. She provides support and assistance to students when they need and showing empathy and care. A major reason why the school environment feels clean, safe, and joyful is because of Miss Mary. She is a lifelong resident of St. Mary Parish. She is active in her faith community, guided by gratitude and purpose. She is a former student of Morgan City Junior High and Morgan City High. She completed further education at Stratford Career Institute in Washington, D.C. What was a tongue twister. In her personal life, she is a proud mother of 3 and a grandmother of 8. She loves being around children and finds joy in helping others. She's passionate about spreading positivity and building relationships. And she believes in leaving smiles wherever she goes. She inspires coworkers and students with her positivity and dedication. She creates an uplifting atmosphere that makes Morgan City Junior High feel like home. She embodies the heart and soul of the school through her daily actions. Her efforts go far beyond the custodial duties. She is a source of joy, encouragement to everyone at Morgan City Junior High. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Mary Pittman.
Next, recognition of School Health Provider of the Year, Ms. Este.
Last but definitely not least, Mrs. Kayla Giat. Miss Kayla is a wife and a mother of 3 girls. Yep. She is here supported by her family and Mrs. Duval, who is her supervisor. Y'all want to stand and be recognized? She graduated from nursing school in 2005 from UL. She started with St. Mary Parish in 2018. She serves all of our students in Patterson, K through 12, Patterson High, Patterson Junior, and Hattie Watts. She is currently working to train the team at all 3 schools for stockpile meds, emergency responses for Stop the Bleed, and for using the AEDs for all students, staff, and district programs of health and safety in partnership with community programs. Her spirit of nursing is that she is an ordinary person doing extraordinary things for the school, the district, and the community of the children. Ladies and gentlemen, our healthcare provider of the year, Mrs. Kayla Giat.
All right. And last but certainly not least, recognition of Morgan City High School student, Mr. Jason McCleary, for earning 8th place at the Ed Rising National Conference in the Educators Rising Moment Division. Ms. Smith, I believe, is going to.
I'm Leslie Smith. I'm the Educators Rising teacher at Morgan City High School. So in order to understand how awesome this recognition is for JP, and I also want to mention he's here with his parents, Tracy and Jason McCleary. Educators Rising is relatively new on our campus. We're in our 3rd year. And the first year we had to recruit kids. We just pulled them in out of the hallway if they had an opening in their schedule. Same thing with the 2nd year when Jason joined our class. I, of course, had to email teachers and say, hey, look, we want this class to be filled, or at least the bare minimum, at least 8 to 10, 12 students, so we can have the course on campus. And I asked teachers who would be a good addition. And of course, JP was named. So he was a freshman at the time, I think going into his sophomore year. And I put him on my schedule and he didn't even realize it. So the first day of school, he showed up, and just like the year before, the students were in the class. They didn't know, some of them did not know why they were even in there. So in the 2nd year, we spread our wings a little bit as a class. We went to regional competition at Nicholls State University, and all of them placed first. Then the next month, we went to UL for the state competition, and a handful of them placed, which gave them a seat at the national conference, which was in Orlando, Florida in June. So we hopped on a plane and we joined thousands of other Educator Rising students and professionals, and we went to Orlando for a week. He had to give a presentation on his Educators Rising moment. It was a speech on his Educators Rising moment, which is the moment that he knew that he wanted to be an educator. So tonight he's going to share a synopsis of that speech with you all.
Hi, I'm JP McCleary. I'm currently a junior at Morgan City High School, and I'm truly honored to receive this acknowledgement from the school board and for my achievement at the Ed Rising Conference in Orlando, Florida. And as Ms. Smith said, I'm going to give you basically a summarized version of my speech. It might seem long, but just imagine the actual speech itself and how long that is. Long story short, back in 2018, me and my second oldest brother, Ryan, were at a family gathering at my house. We were play fighting, and of course, brothers get into an argument. My brother Ryan said, "You know that you want to be like me when you grow up." I then retaliated and said, "No, I would never want to be a PE teacher." Fast forward to August 2024, I received my schedule for my sophomore year at Morgan City High School. I was put in a class called Educators Rising, and I had no clue what the class was about. But it was on my schedule. Lots of teachers recommended it for me, of course, and I walked into the class on the first day of school, and my teacher, Mrs. Smith, explained how the class was about becoming an educator. At that time, I never took thoughtful consideration in becoming a teacher. I told myself I was going to take the class and the free credit and just move on with my high school career. That wasn't until one day when we were asking each other if we were to pursue our education career, what kind of educator we wanted to be. And without hesitation, the first thing that came out of my mouth was physical education. My brother Ryan is currently a physical education teacher and baseball coach at Franklin Senior High School in Franklin, Louisiana. My brother has not only made an impact on me, but he's also made a huge impact on the Franklin community. In his first years at Franklin, the high school baseball team's record has been 2-16 and 8-12. This past year at Franklin High School, my brother has managed to lead his team to a 12-8 record in the second round of playoffs to play the number one team. Unfortunately, they lost, but this says a lot. After taking Educators Rising, I realized my brother and educators all over the world do more than just teach and coach. They make connections with their students that allow them to thrive in a classroom environment. Overall, my brother Ryan and my Educators Rising class have shown me what it takes to be a true educator and coach. I want to have an impact on a community like my brother has made at Franklin Senior High School. And I want to come back to Morgan City High School and accomplish the same things that my brother has done as an educator. My name is JP McCleary, and thank you for listening to my Educators Rising moment.
Can you like stand up for him?
I just wanted to share that JP was presented, was it yesterday or the day before? I can't remember. At the Bessie meeting at the state capitol, and so they recognized them there, and it was so wonderful to see all of the different grade levels represented there, and it was just, I don't know, for me, I look up at one moment and I look over at Leslie and she's crying too, and we just have tears streaming down our face because it gets so difficult sometimes. And when you get to hear the impact that teachers still make every single day, like that's what you live for as a teacher. That's what you live for. And I'm so grateful to that. And guess what? Ryan Wade was my student at Patterson High School.
Congratulations, and look, we look forward to you being presented as one of our employees of the month and the year when that dream comes true. So we're excited, and we look forward to having you here in St. Mary Parish as an educator. So congratulations. Yes, thank you.
She's so funny.
All right, no amended agenda at this point. Next, the approval of the official school board minutes for our special meeting November 10th, 2025, and our regular meeting on November 13th, 2025. Ms. Griffin makes a motion, Ms. LaSalle seconds it. Any comments or discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Approval of the consent agenda. The items preceded with an asterisk will constitute the consent agenda, with board members being able to remove any items so desired from the consent agenda. All remaining items will constitute the finalized consent agenda and be voted on all together. Dr. Sanders, please read the items on the consent agenda.
Number 1, permission to auction technology surplus using govdeals.com. Number 2, permission to advertise for bids for a tilt skillet braising pan at Franklin High School. And that's it on the consent agenda.
All right. Ms. Anselin makes a motion, Ms. Brent seconds. Any questions or discussion, comments from the audience? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, business affairs. Oh, okay. Receive group health insurance premium to claim summary report. Ms. Voisin.
Good evening. The Group Health Plan financial update included in your packet reflects claims and premium data through November 2025. The year-to-date medical loss ratio is 85.56%. Once adjusted for plan expenses, the medical loss ratio is 94.1%. Although it was a long shot, since underwriting already agreed to a reduction in our renewal from 5% to 2.5%, Mr. Perez submitted a request for further review and consideration for more of a reduction from underwriting. However, Blue Cross declined his request for additional concessions and will hold the renewal adjustment at a 2.5% increase for 2026.
All right, thank you very much. Next, receive bids and take appropriate action on 16 section land, section 16, township 16 south, range 12 east, approximately 240 acres, Bateman Island lease. And
All right. Good evening, Dr. Sanders, members of the board. Recently we received bids were opened on December 5th, 2025 at the St. Mary Parish School Board Central Office Complex, and 2 bids were received for the Bateman Island lease. Bid number 1 was from Shane Cook in the amount of $2,800. The second bid was from Mason Carbonell in the amount of $1,200. Lease start date would be December 15th, 2025. The term of shall be from December 15th, 2025 and ending August 31st, 2035. Lease does not include hunting alligators or harvesting the alligator eggs. I recommend accepting the bid from Mr. Shane Cook with the annual lease amount of $2,800. Thank you, and regard on the behalf of Mr. William Regard.
thank you very much. Mr. Parity makes a motion to accept the bid. Mr. Mancuso seconds. Any questions or discussion from the audience or board members? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 3, adopt revisions to the current 25-26 student parent handbook in accordance with policy updates. Dr. Sanders.
So as you all know, each summer we have legislative changes that affect laws for education. And so with all of the laws that changed this past summer, our policy committee has been getting together and discussing the policy changes that are necessary to reflect the changes in law. And so our student handbook had to reflect all of those changes. So as the policy committee met through the last few months and all of those policies were updated, we went into our student parent handbook and made those changes accordingly.
All right, thank you. What are the wishes of the board?
I make a motion to accept the revisions.
Ms. Ainslie makes a motion. Ms. LaSalle seconds. Any questions or discussion from the audience? Oh, Ms. LaSalle.
I just want the parents to be aware of the changes in the book. I want them to know, don't just look at it and think that it's the same thing from year after year after year. Specifically look at the change on doctor's excuses is going to be something that will help families.
Yes, ma'am. And when we all got together to discuss the changes, we decided it would be a good idea when we come back from our Christmas break to put out a newsletter to our parents with a link to all of the new policies and give them that information. And then we're going to make sure that we explain that moving forward in the spring semester, we will be accepting parent notes as an acceptable excuse to document an absence of an illness.
Thank you very much. Mr. Mancuso.
I would also like to point out that, as you stated, the policy committee meets once a month, well, as these policies come out, so the discussion has happened basically 3 times. So it's law change, we introduce the policy, we talk about it at the policy committee meeting, then the board has adopted these policies, and this is just implementing those in the handbook at this time. So.
Thank you. Ms. Brent.
Yes, in going back to when you alert the parents, the 5 days will definitely need to be emphasized.
Yes, ma'am. And that 5-day cap is state guidance that Mr. Holmes was able to get for us. So he did the research and contacted and got some guidance from the State Department as well.
I think that my concern is parents understanding.
Any other questions or comments? Audience? All right, all those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Committee reports. The Special Education Advisory Council met on Monday, December 1st, 2025 at 4:30 p.m. in the Evan Medine meeting room. Ms. McClarty.
Good evening, the Special Education Advisory Council. We did meet on December the 1st at 4:30 in this boardroom. We did not have a quorum for the second time. It's been very difficult to get people to come to the meeting, so we are going to try to do some things differently in the next couple of months. But we did go over the handbook that was approved by Hammonds and Seals, that we decided that the parents, we needed a handbook for that committee. We will be handing it out to board members at our next meeting. We were waiting for some things to be approved so that we can add it. It's important that parents know what's going on. So everything that I could possibly add in that book, we followed the law with that book. We took the law and made that handbook the way the law reads, really, actually. And some things that I feel that needs to be added in there, especially as a director of special education, because parents quite often don't understand what the rules and regulations and federal regulations regarding what we do and how we do it. And if we can get that information out on every platform as possible, maybe we can come to some agreements and not have a lot of disagreements when it comes down to dealing with our children and our parents. So nonetheless, if we didn't have a quorum, I think the meetings are going very well. We just need to move forward and push forward and trying to get parents there. That is the biggest push that I'm trying to change. And we have been in existence now for 5 years, and it's very tough. So, sometimes when parents complain, I said, come to the meetings. Let us know what you want us to deliver to you. So we're just going to keep moving forward and have a positive attitude about it, and maybe we can look forward to the new year, something different. Thank you.
Ms. LaSalle.
Ms. McClarty, how often do you change committee members?
It's a 2-year.
Every 2 years?
Yes.
What do you lack when you have a meeting? How close is your quorum?
Well, 1 or 2 sometimes.
One or two.
Mm-hmm. This year has been difficult. I don't know why unusually we didn't have this problem. This is the first year we're having this problem. So, and not only St. Mary's having it, a lot of other districts are having the same problem with getting people to be a part of the committee and parents coming to the committee. So that's the big push across districts.
Is it? I don't know how your committee is.
Well, we have it on our website. We have it on every facet. We send it out. JTEX. I don't know how else we can get it other than me going on channel 10, 3, 9, and 2 and saying, we have a special ed advisory council meeting, please show up. You know, that's kind of like pushing out there, but, you know, we're just gonna have to keep working at it and tugging at it just like everything else to get them to be a part of it. I just want them to be a part of it so that they can know what's going on in the schools and know what's going on with their children.
Well, I was just wondering if you had problem with one or two that are not consistently attending, then you might want to replace them.
Well, yeah, it's a policy in the book that we can replace them as well. But you know, it's not the same two all the time. You know, sometimes people run into difficulties. Just like tonight, all the board members are not here. They have, you know, something pressing that they need to attend.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
this is not consistent though.
Yeah.
We have
well,
quorums.
Yeah, but you all have more than we do, than our board does, okay? And that's the difference there. So we're just gonna move forward, but if you can give me some help with that, I would certainly appreciate it. Well, I will let, yeah, well, once you
We're
get off
gonna
the board,
work
you
on it.
can. Once you get off the school board, you can, but right now, you can.
We're gonna keep working on it. We'll get it going.
But thank you, but I will call you, maybe you can get some people for me. Well, Merry Christmas.
All right, the Discipline Committee meeting met on Monday, December 1st, 2025 at 5:30 PM in the Evan Medine Meeting Room to review and make recommendations regarding the policy of discipline, JD. Mr. Holmes.
Okay, good evening, everyone. And I'm subbing for Mrs. Jones, who could not be here tonight. But as Ms. Black stated, our discipline committee had met recently on Monday, December 1st, to review and to accept policy revisions made by the state to our discipline policy, JD. The committee accepted those policy revisions, and so we're here tonight to ask the entire board to accept the policy revisions made by the state to our discipline policy, JD.
All right, Ms. LaSalle. Ms. LaSalle makes the motion. Ms. Anselm seconds it. Any questions or discussion from the audience? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you.
All right, next, the Policy Committee met on Monday, December 1st, 2025, immediately following the Discipline Committee meeting in the Evan Medine Meeting Room to review and make recommendations regarding the following policies. Mr. Mancuso.
Yes, ma'am, thank you. Policy Review Committee met December 1st to make the recommendations regarding the listed policies. The proposed policy revisions were to account for legislative changes and/or Louisiana Department of Education requirements. I'd like to address the policies in order of the topic. Revisions to Item 1, Equal Opportunity Employment, GAAA, and Item 4, Equal Education Opportunities, JAA, were both necessitated by Act 100 of 2025. I'd like to make a motion to amend the agenda to address both of these together at this time. Also, I'd like to point out there's a small typo on Item 5 that states corporate punishment. This should read corporal punishment. So I'd also like to add that to the motion as well.
All right, so he is basically asking you to amend the agenda to combine 1 and 4 and correct the typo in 5. That requires a unanimous vote of the board to do so, to make those changes. So I need a second for his motion. Mr. Parity seconds that. Any questions, discussions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. That agenda item will be amended. So we'll have the first, go ahead, Mr. Mancuso.
Thank you. Okay, so both Item 1 and Item 4 added verbiage to include military status to the list of prohibited statutory discriminations. As previously stated, Act 100 of 2025 required this revision. The Policy Review Committee voted to recommend to incorporate the verbiage as required by law and reviewed by our attorneys. I'd like to make a motion to incorporate that revision to these two items at this time.
Mr. Mancuso makes a motion. Ms. Brent seconds. Any questions or discussions from the audience? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay. Item 2, education of students with exceptionalities, IDDF. Item 3, cameras in special education classrooms, IDDFC. And item 5, corporal punishment, JDA, were all necessitated for revision through Act 479 of the 2025 legislative session. This act modified several revised statutes dealing with special education. Forethoughts, proposed policy revisions were reviewed and modified by our attorney's special education specialist, who was able to organize the 16 pages of Act 479 and incorporate the changes into these 3 policies. I appreciate the committee's patience and participation in reviewing this policy, and I would like to thank the staff members who contributed to the discussion on these new requirements for special education. After the discussion, the committee voted to recommend to the full board the adoption of the proposed revisions to IDDF, IDDFC, and JDA. And I'd like to put that recommendation in the form of a motion at this time.
Okay, I have a motion. Ms. Dennis seconds it. Any questions or discussion from the board? From the audience? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, revisions to item 6, procurement, DJE, and item 7, bids and quotations, DJED, were necessitated by Louisiana Department of Education requirements. Those requirements were to incorporate modified accounting practices as directed by the Bruman Group, a legal consultant working at the direction of the LDOE. After discussing the accounting practice modifications, it was evident that the level of detail that was being requested to be incorporated would be better described in a standalone manual. That manual is included in your packet titled St. Mary Parish School Board Accounting Procurement Manual. I'd like to thank Ms. Voisin, Ms. Jackson, and the accounting department for their effort in putting this manual together. This detailed manual allows specific instruction of the updated accounting practices to be moved from policy and into the manual. The manual will be reviewed and approved by the board when necessary. The board policy procurement, DJE, has been revised to reference the new manual and revised to remove duplicated instruction. Also, item 7, bids and quotations, DJED, those requirements have been fully relocated to the manual and therefore is no longer required. The Policy Review Committee voted to recommend the revision of item 6, to repeal item 7, and to approve the St. Mary Parish School Board Accounting Procurement Manual. I'd like to put that recommendation in the form of a motion at this time.
All right, Mr. Mancuso makes that motion. Ms. Anselm seconds it. Any questions or discussion from the board? From the audience? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Mancuso. Next, staff reports. Chief Financial Officer's report. Ms. Voisin.
We're 5 months into the fiscal year, and our year-to-date sales tax collections from July to November are 8% unfavorable. We collected $2.053 million in November, which is $286,000 under the monthly budget. The financial statement actuals through November 2025 are in your board packet. I have no other significant items to discuss, so this concludes my reports. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Voisin. Superintendent's report, Dr. Sanders.
On November 20th, the Louisiana Department of Education publicized the 2024-2025 school performance scores. And although we did push out a public release of our performance, I wanted to take this time to again offer congratulations to all of our school families. St. Mary Parish Public Schools demonstrated consistent academic growth last year. Reflecting significant academic progress across the parish, 12 schools improved their SPS, with the highest growth shown at LaGrange Elementary with 9.7 points of growth and Julia B. Maitland Elementary with 8.2 points of growth. 9 schools earned top gains honors for exceptional student progress. 4 schools have been recognized as opportunity honorees. 15 schools are rated an A or a B, and there are no F schools in the St. Mary Parish Public School System. These school successes has increased our overall district performance from 82.9 to 84.6. We maintained our B rating and continue to rate above the state average. Our schools, with the support of district personnel, have shown an increase in the needed grit and the fighting spirit that it takes to provide excellent learning experiences for all students across elementary, middle, and high school levels, and we should all be extremely proud. As middle of the year and fall LEAP testing concludes early next week, I wanted to extend appreciation to our school test coordinators and district support for the smooth and efficient administration of literacy and numeracy screeners and fall LEAP assessments. Preliminary civics results indicate that 59% of students scored advanced or mastery, with a special commendation to West St. Mary High School, with 76% of West St. Mary students so far scoring advanced or mastery. Thank you again to everyone who made fall testing and screening a success. Tomorrow, December 12th, certified personnel will receive a $2,000 stipend and support staff will receive a $1,000 stipend. These stipends are paid according to guidance from the Louisiana Department of Education and are supported by the district's general fund. Winter has seemingly settled in. St. Mary will likely see freezing temperatures Sunday night into early Monday morning. For the few cold months that we do have ahead, parents, please ensure that your students are adhering to our uniform policy. They can wear warm thermal layers under their uniform tops and under their uniform bottoms, and bundle up at bus stops. Blankets are prohibited. Remember to take care of people, pets, plants, and pipes. Friday, December 19th is our last full day of school for the fall semester as we begin our Christmas break. Teachers will return on Monday, January 5th for school-based in-services, and we will welcome back our kiddos on January the 6th to begin our spring semester. Report cards for the second 9 weeks grading period will go home on January the 8th. And on a personal note, I hope all of you get exactly what you asked for from Santa Claus underneath the Christmas tree. And I would like to wish all of our families, our school personnel, our district staff at COC, OSS, and MOC, and all of our board members a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I pray that during this holiday season, your hearts are filled with the peace and joy that only God, our Heavenly Father, can provide. And always remember the real reason for this holiday season.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Sanders.
Can we just say whoop whoop to all of the teachers? It's all stuffy in here. Everybody that worked so hard to achieve the scores that have achieved. I suggest everybody look at the entirety of state averages because this parish really rocked it, made great improvements. Our principals, our teachers, our COC, from top to bottom, worked extremely hard to get where we are. Thank you. I don't think that y'all are recognized enough, and it needs to be celebrated.
Yes. All right. Resolution of respect, Ms. Estes.
In memoriam of Mr. Chad Duplantis, former maintenance HVAC technician, whereas Almighty God, in his infinite wisdom, has taken from our midst, and whereas that his untimely death has deprived the St. Mary Parish School System of this beloved colleague. Now therefore be it resolved that the St. Mary Parish School Board and the people attending this board meeting bow our heads in silent prayer out of respect and extend to his bereaved family our sincere condolences and express the high regard in which we held him in life and honor his death. Let us adjourn this meeting out of respect for Mr. Chad Duplantis. Amen.
But before we adjourn, we have an executive session, a strategy session and/or action concerning pending litigation as authorized by Louisiana Revised Statute 4217A2. There may be an executive session to discuss strategy and litigation entitled Boudreaux et al. versus School Board of St. Mary Parish bearing civil action number 665-11351 on the docket of the United States District Court for the Western District of Louisiana. Can I get a motion? Mr. Mancuso makes a motion to go into executive session. Mr. Parity seconds. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. Can I get a motion for adjournment? Ms. Griffin makes a motion. Ms. Brent seconds it. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Meeting adjourned.